everyone, my name is Chris, and this is my milestone video for my Third Eye for the Blind project. And a quick recap of what that project exactly is. Essentially, it's just a device that's makes it easier for blind people to navigate around. And the basic project would be to just have an ultrasonic sensor that sends out a signal, and when something comes too close, it'll, in some way, shape, or form, I'll have something that'll communicate to the blind person that something's too close, and they'll move it away. And in my second milestone, at the end of my second milestone, I had everything connected. However, it was really scattered, and it wasn't exactly something you could wear and detect things with. And so by the time of this third milestone video, I've put together everything in a little gadget-looking device. And as you can see, this is the ultrasonic sensor I was talking about. And some modifications I added were this temperature sensor to see if anything was too hot or cold. And the way I'm going to be communicating with the blind person, telling them that something's too close or too hot, would be this buzzer right here. It'll let out a noise when something's 20 centimeters or closer. And there's also this vibrating motor that'll vibrate, just like two ways of communicating with the blind person to make it clear that there's something dangerous close. And you would wear this device like this, or there's the zip tie, right? And you put your hand through. And it's not exactly adjustable, so it's not the best product, I guess, and not too comfortable either, but you can wear it like this and detect. And this thing back here, it connects to the Arduino, and since this is meant to be a portable device, not connected to like a computer or anything, I'm using a portable battery as this power source, and then once I plug this in, look, if something gets too close, there'll be a beep. So that was a quick, short demo of my project, and yeah, I'm using a breadboard to hold everything together, and I did state that I would try to solder everything together at the end of my second milestone video. However, with my little soldering experience using these vibrating motors, because I soldered the vibrating motor with the jumper wire together, because the vibrating motor was actually, the wires for it were actually too thin, so I had to solder into something thicker to connect to the Arduino. But with my experience with that soldering, I realized that with my current beginner level in soldering, there was no way I was going to be able to reliably get everything together, soldered together on a perf board. And so I scratched that idea, and instead I just focused on putting everything together and making it look a bit more cohesive and like an actual product. And the code, it didn't change much from last time, other than the fact that since I added this vibrating motor, now down here, if distance is in this if statement, now this is the buzzer, and here is the vibrating motor code. So I use analog write because the vibrating motor actually takes in 3 volts of power, and the Arduino does not supply that. Instead, it supplies 5. And so using this number right here, 153, it's kind of complicated to explain, but basically it converts that 5 volt power into 3 volts. And it's connected to pin 9, so that I reference it here. And this is if the distance gets too close, it'll start buzzing then. And this else statement is just to make sure that the vibrating motor only vibrates during the if statement. This else statement makes sure that any other time the analog writes pin 9 will only be receiving will be receiving 0 power. It's using, for some reason, it's really counterintuitive, and instead of 0 here, it's 255, but 255 is actually equal to 0 power. So that's the vibrating motor code, and I guess just one last look at my project. Right, you can see all the wires connected to the Arduino to the breadboard. But yeah, that's basically it for my project, and thank you.